Hello, hello, welcome in. We're doing some free readings this afternoon. Oh, I don't have my crown on. Oh, for shame. Hello, hello. Come on in, we're going to be doing some free readings today. Make sure to say hi, especially if you're new. Hi, Heather. Nice to see you. Ooh, I see Kristen popping in. Okay, we're going to do some free readings today. So tap, tap, tap that screen. Invite people. Make sure to share. Hi, Elisa. So if you'd like to be considered for a free reading, make sure you're following me. And hi, Kristen. How are you? So make sure you're following me, and let's get the likes up and the shares out. Make sure you guys are sharing. Let's get the vibe up in here. And we'll start doing some readings. Good. I was on live earlier today and had some great readings. It's like my fourth time this week going live. Isn't that crazy? All right, so make sure you guys are sharing the live. Tap, tap, tap the screen. I want to get to at least 2,200 likes before, and to at least 25 shares. And then I'll start doing some free readings. 2,200. Oh, for goodness sake. Now listen, friends, you don't want to come in here and just drop your stuff. Okay. So, and now for some reason, I wasn't trying to mute you the whole live, by the way. Like, I just wanted to make that go away. Because I'm trying to protect you. Let's see. Now I can't even look at the settings. Well, that's weird. It's only giving me the option to like mute forever and ever. A witch? Right, they talk about that in Monty Python and the Holy Grail. Kevin. Bye-bye. Okay. A witch. Hello, hello. Hi, Kirsten. Hi, Amy. Hey, you guys, please do not ask your questions. Do not talk about your past loved ones, because scammers will come in and they will follow you and they will pretend to be me. Okay. And when they do that, then they tell you that I'm not going to follow you back, not because I'm rude, I'm not a big jerk. It's to protect you. So you know that I'm not going to reach out to you. A good medium's never going to reach out in a DM and be like, Grand Rising loved one, right? No. Grand Rising's coming from me. All right. Hello, Shelbell. All right. So make sure you guys are following me. So we're past the 2,200. Oh, we don't have the shares. I'm showing 5 shares, my friends. You want free readings? I need you to share the live. It's super easy. You hit share, right? And then you tag 10 people. I know you follow more than 10 people. 10 people. 15 if they let you. Make sure you follow me, because then I'm going to start doing some free readings, and they're all spirit led. I do, if you are a subscriber, you're on my priority list. So you will get a reading if you're a subscriber. Okay, hi, Natty girl. So tap, tap, tap the screen. Exactly, Kristen. Don't fall for those messages. I feel so connected to you. I'm drawn to you. No, that's not how we work. It's not how we work. If you want a reading from me one-on-one, that's a paid reading, you got to go through my website and book it with me. All right, so that brings me to another point. If you like what you see today, when I do some readings, I do private readings. I'm actually a psychic medium, and I also do past life regression. And I do the type of past life regression where I can. Awesome, thank you, Simple Mama. Thank you. All right, so we got to get to. Well, I only show 11 shares on my end, so that means only one other person shared. Interesting. So maybe it's just taking a minute to catch up on the shares. So let's get to 25 shares. Let's get to 25 shares, then I'll jump in and do some free readings. You guys are killing it on the likes up there. Make sure you guys are following me. Oh, you guys are rock stars. I wonder if it just takes a minute for it to show up on my end. Yeah, you guys are rock stars. Thank you. All right, so this is how we do it. This is how I do it. It's all spirit-led, which means I'm going to have you, if you want to be considered for a reading, you're going to put your first name, and since it's like my St. Patty's Day season, and I love St. Patrick's Day, and I'm like Irish and all that good stuff. Joy, there we go. I got you on my list. Joy, thank you for being a subscriber. Thank you very much. Appreciate you. So I'm going to do a random one. This is how we do it. You drop your first name and a shamrock. If you would like to be considered for a free reading, drop your name and a shamrock, and then I'm going to pull a card for you. After, I'm going to turn my head. Okay. Oh, thank you, Joy. Thank you so much. Okay. Ooh, that felt good. All right. So let me get my oracle cards out too. So you'll get 2 cards. You'll get and then, so what happens is sometimes loved ones will pop in and along with the tarot cards. All right. So here we go. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Kristen. Yes, I can remote view in those past life regressions, which is kind of fun. All right. Hey, Rockin' Fairy, my Scottish friend. How are you? All right, here we go. If you would like to be considered for a reading, drop your name, spam away, name and shamrock. And I'm going to choose the first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Heather Erickson. Heather, congratulations, Heather. This is the card for you. You get the 7 of Pentacles. This tells me you've been working really hard at something. You've been planting seeds. And friendship, I understand that a friend is in my life for a reason. So this tells me you've probably been working on your relationships. And even through therapy. Have you been, you don't have to tell me, do not disclose that information, but either therapy or through a trusted friend, I feel like there's been something that you've been working on personally for yourself, and then you've been like really putting in the work. It's like you're planting your garden and it's like you're waiting for the things to sprout. You're waiting for the seeds to start to come to fruition and start showing that little sprout of hope that you're getting something accomplished, right? And this might be that you've been working on a friendship or a relationship with someone and having a nice energy exchange. And Spirit is just acknowledging that maybe, a few years ago, maybe that would have been really, really hard for you. But I feel like you're being very diligent this time, like really acknowledging also that you're okay with setting boundaries for yourself. And I feel like this is a really healthy journey for you. Will that make sense for you, Heather? I saw you say yes for part of it. So I want to make sure that we're still on the right track. Would that make sense for you, Heather? Hello, friends. Keep tapping the screen while I do this reading. Okay, good. Spirit's just acknowledging that you really have put in a lot of work, and while you're only starting to see the first sprouts of results, that just know that you have this really big root system underneath that's been working in your favor. And I'm like excited for you to see this nice big garden of whether it's new relationships and friends. I feel like it's like you're working really hard to have healthy relationships. And by setting those boundaries, you are doing it right. So congratulations. That's such a good positive reading, actually. Yeah. All right. Good for you, Heather. All right. Joy, are you still in here? Oh, good. Good. And thank you for letting me read for you. Thanks for following and sharing and all the good things. Diva Girl Jess is in the house. Hello, friend. You're welcome, Heather. All right. So make sure you guys are following me if you'd like a reading. Make sure you're sharing the live. Let's get the live shared out. And thank you all for the gifts. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Girl, how are you, Jess? Good to see you. I haven't seen you in my lives in a while. All right, Joy, there we go. Subscriber Joy, what do you get today? Ooh, you get temperance. You get temperance. And let's see what card comes with that. Indecision. I use my intuition in all aspects of life. So Joy, I feel like Spirit is challenging you to actually plug into your intuition. I feel like right now, I'm good, Jess, thank you. I feel like you are, like you're weighing something in the balance. You're asking, do I do this? Do I do that? You are having a hard time deciding about something, if that makes sense. And Spirit is really challenging you to tap in and be like, listen, you know, always. I know it is an always thing, but there are those people that are just like, no, I'm deciding this. Like they don't think twice. They just listen to their intuition. I feel like you've been striving to do that. You've been working really hard to try to move towards that. But I feel like it's okay for you to ask for validation. Ooh, I just heard that. Ask for validation. Be like, okay, Spirit, I hear you. I hear you saying that I should do this. If this is something I should do, show me oranges. I know I've talked about the book a number of times called Signs by Laura Lynn Jackson. And, I forgot to refill my water. I've got another one. Okay, good. And that's such an amazing book because it is about past loved ones, but you can just flat out say, show me oranges. And Spirit's going to randomly align you with that validation. It is so cool. Okay. Or even ask them, all right, what is it you want to be? What do you want to be the sign for confirmation? And then that first thing that pops into your head, no matter how crazy it sounds, jump on it. Yeah. Say, okay, so you want me to choose an owl or a squirrel? I always have that squirrel in the background. I did not, Kristen. Actually, my son got this for me for Christmas. Isn't that genius of him? He's my new favorite child. Not really. So start working on establishing that language of your guides. Yeah. And be like, okay, what do you want? Orange, or do you want a squirrel, or do you want a raccoon? I don't know. And just sit back and wait. Just wait. They will bring you that confirmation. It's a really fun game for Spirit to play. It takes at the same time. Oh, interesting. Okay. That's funny, actually. All right. So thank you for being a subscriber, Joy. So anybody who is a subscriber goes immediately on my list, and I will sprinkle in the subscribers that pop into the room. It doesn't limit you, it's not like, oh, you just get one. If you show up to every single one of my lives, I'll pull a card for you, just because I don't have that many subscribers yet, so I can do that. All right, so let's do this. Who's next? Who's going to be next? If you want to be considered for a reading, let's get the likes to 11.1 because I'm a life path 3 and that's what I love. And thank you, Joy. I appreciate you. 11.3 thousand likes, and let's get to 75 shares. And tap that screen. Tap that screen. I feel like I'm getting that Spirit itchy nose and all the things. So I have a feeling we're going to end up doing some mediumship. And that's what happened yesterday, or 2 days ago, actually, with Paula. I pulled some cards and all of a sudden Spirit moved in, and it ended up being an amazing reading where a dad came through and with so much evidence. And it was really cool. It was really fun. So let's share the live. Let's get to, oh my gosh, you guys are fast. Look at that. We're at 75 share. And we see, ask and you shall receive. Here we go. If you want to be considered for reading, drop your first name and a shamrock. And then I'm going to turn my head. Okay, you're welcome, Heather. I'm going to turn my head. And the first name that I see, I'm going to give you guys a chance to spam away there. First name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Jennifer. Looks like Nickel. Jennifer. Let's see. What does Jennifer get to know today? All right, Jennifer, you've got the 5 of Pentacles. This tells me you're feeling like you are missing out on something. Like there's something that it could be Oh, this is really interesting. Freedom. I possess the power and the free will to create my own happiness. This is a spirit call out, I feel like. So when you feel like you're in lack, when you feel like you're missing out on something, whether it's financial, whether it's relationships, or like just you're feeling like you're missing out on something, like you're left out in the cold. See how it looks cold and bleak? Just understand that you actually have a lot more power than you think. And the more energy, so I would challenge you, if when you're feeling that feeling of lack, which we're human, we're going to feel like that occasionally because that's just how our brains work, right? Cindy, hey, hi friend, how are you? Cindy's awesome. She grooms my puppies. And I feel like Spirit is challenging you to go, okay, how do I take this feeling of lack and turn it into a feeling of what do I have? What am I grateful for? Because even if it's that most minute little thing, like I'm grateful that I got up and put my feet on the floor this morning. I'm grateful I had a bed to sleep in. Whatever it is that you're feeling grateful for, find that moment so that way you can shift your energy. Okay? It's more of a conscious effort just to shift your energy and get into that, get out of the lack vibe. And do it almost as like you could, again, going back to what I was telling Joy, do it as an experiment even. To be like, okay, all right, so I'm going to live in gratefulness for my cup because it has stuff in it, okay? And then find something else that you're grateful for and find something else that you're grateful that you do have. And it will change your vibration and put you in a better mood. And when you're in that better mood, it changes you to a better radio station, basically. So you're going to feel that freedom of, okay, well, I might not have this. However, I do have this. And so then you're able to start calling in and bringing forward things that are good, things that you do want. So you're not feeling and getting stuck in that weird lack. I'm telling you, even as a psychic medium and doing the work that I do, there are days I'm like, oh, woe is me. Nobody likes me. And I'm going to go eat worms. Right? So we all have those moments, and I feel like Spirit is just challenging you to try to have more positive thinking. Good. And it's tough. Like I was raised by a mom who, yeah, we do, by a mom that was like, I'm not negative, I'm realistic. How many of you, show of hands, people in the room, do that? Also, why do I only have 18 people in here? How weird is that? So if you don't get a reading, you leave? What the heck? That's not cool. Listen to the messages, people, because they might be for you. Keep sharing the live. Keep sharing the lives. These are all lives. This is really good information going on, which made it very hard. It does. And believe me, I've been there. And my mom had every reason to believe that she was just being realistic because her life was an absolute, she had me at 16. Let's just start with that, right? So it's so easy to get caught up in that. And as opposed to focusing on those positive things, because then we just feel like we're fooling ourselves, right? So lesson for the class, the more you can focus on the things you're grateful for, living in that vibration of gratitude, more exactly how I play the game. Exactly. She was a child having a child, but that's what you did in the 50s. Shotgun wedding. She should have never been married to that guy. You know, and I love my mom, love my family. They supported her. And here we are. And she's an amazing human today. She got through it all and created 2 other awesome humans after me. Okay. So that's the lesson for the class. If you can, even in those darkest moments, try to find that moment, those moments or those little things of those times of gratitude and live in the flow of gratitude, it raises the vibration and then you attract better things, better people, financial, like just better living in general. Okay. Spirit steps up for us. The universe steps up for us. We are divine light, you know? So there we go. All right. So thank you, Jennifer, for letting me read for you. I appreciate you. All right. And thank you guys for the gifts. I really, truly appreciate that. Get a divorce and what a fresh start to freedom card is perfect. Yes. And you're probably feeling a little broke. Yeah. Lawyers are not cheap. Been there, done that, divorced one. Had to pay for it all myself. But we were young and broke, so it wasn't like a big loss. All right, so you've got this. You've got this, Jennifer. I believe in you. Get the freedom, and you know what? If you can focus on the freedom of it and what freedom means to you and start feeling gratitude for the freedom you know you're going to have, it'll come, even more will come to you. All right. All right. Who else wants a reading? Let's see. There's only 18 of you in here now. So let's do it. Also, how weird is that? I never have that few people in my life. Okay. Pats, we don't do that. It's all spirit led. Okay. So how it works in my live is right now we're going to tap the screen until we get to 18,000 likes, and we're going to share until we have 100 shares. Right now I'm looking at 89 shares. So let's get to 100 shares, and then I'll do another free reading. Okay? So tap. You're welcome, Heather. So let's keep tapping the screen and share the live. And make sure if you're asking me for a reading, at least be following me. All right? Because I do these for free. I don't have any expectations. We're just all spirit led. Spirit will lead me to whoever's supposed to be getting the reading. And then what I tell people too is, even if you're not chosen, stick around and listen, because spirit will put you in front of a medium or in front of a psychic if you are supposed to hear a message. Even if it's not for you, it could be 100% for you. Is your date, Michelle? You're too funny. You are too. Okay, just so you know, Michelle is silly. Okay, so Pat's how we work is I don't answer questions in the lives, not because I'm a big jerk, but because I have scammers in here that will come in and pretend to be me. Okay. Also, good to see you, Michelle. And Bobby Jean. Oh my gosh, how are you, my beautiful friend? Beautiful soul. All right, so see, we're over 100 shares. You guys are rock stars, and you surpassed the amount. So let's do this. All right, so let's do this. It's time to try to get a free reading. So drop your name and a shamrock, your first name and a shamrock. Then I'm going to turn you get to spam away. Just get your name and a shamrock over and over and over and over and over again. All right, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to look away, and then I'm going to choose the first person that I see, the first name that I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? It's going to be Gia. Gia, how are you, Gia? Let's do this. You ready? And then while you guys keep tapping, let's get to 22.2. And then how about, let's do 122 shares. All right. And then I'm going to be ready to rock and roll. We hit those goals. I'm going to go right into the next free reading. All right. So Gia, you have the 8 of Cups. This tells me there's an energy of walking away from something that's no longer serving you. And then you've got the Trust card. I accept that my inner voice will always guide me correctly. Ooh, interesting. So sometimes it's funny because I'm getting this funny hit that this is actually more, oh my gosh, you guys are rock stars. You're killing it on the shares. Thank you. All right, let's get the people in the room. Let's share the messages. All right. So 8 of Cups. With this 8 of Cups and Trust, this is saying, you need to walk away from someone. I'm hearing someone. And that it's like in the back of your mind, but either you don't know how to orchestrate it, you don't know how to make it happen, or there's some sort of fear of like, what are the consequences if you turn around from and walk away from something. And I'm going to give you an example. So I was part of a really big friend group here on TikTok. I thought they were my friends, and turns out no, they were not. And so I was afraid though. I knew they did not align with my belief system. I knew they did not really fully align, but I couldn't break away because I was afraid that I would lose all the followers, that I would only have 20 people in my room because everyone's on their bandwagon. And what I learned was I had to trust that Spirit already had given me what I needed. well before I ever met this group of people, right? So it will set you free. And whoa, boy, did I learn some truth. And what I learned in that time was that I trusted Spirit, and I had to let Spirit know that I trusted them, and I listened when they said to walk away. And it lightened my soul. And that's happened in relationships outside of TikTok, right? You guys are rock stars. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And what it did was it actually improved my life in what I do as a medium, because I didn't have that heaviness weighing on me with this walking out of toxic marriage. It is not easy. And I went through a divorce myself, and I had a small child, and I thought this man was like the end all be all. Like, I didn't know how I could even breathe without him. Thank you, Michelle. That means a lot, because you've been around since like the very beginning of my journey on TikTok. So I appreciate you. But I didn't even know if I could breathe, because I didn't even know how I could stand on my own 2 feet. We were so intertwined and connected. And then once I got out of it, I was like, I don't know how I breathed in it. So what happened was once I got away from it and I was able to reflect on it, I realized just how I was no longer myself. I was such a different person, and not in a good way. I was like living under a rock is what it felt like. And because I had such low self-esteem about myself that I thought he had all the answers because he was so smart. Turns out he was not. Like, at all. I don't know where I got that in my head, but I thought he was the end all be all and so wonderful, and probably compared to other males in my life, he really was. And he was a good soul, just full of bad decisions. You get it, okay? And so I never wanted to look back and go, ooh, big mistake. Because he wasn't a mistake. He was a lot of lessons. And that's what I want you to focus on, is the lessons. Instead of saying, how did he destroy me? It's what did I learn from him? What did I get that's positive in my life? And this is, again, lesson for the class. Okay? Lesson for the class. Just trust that you are doing the right thing. You are making the right decision, walking away, just walking away from those empty cups. They're empty. It's no longer there for you. It's no longer fulfilling you. Okay? All right. So thank you, Gia, for allowing me to read for you. And thank you for being part of my collective today. Make sure you guys are following me. All right. So thank you. All right. Who wants a free reading? Okay. You've already surpassed the goal, so I'm going to bounce right into the next one. Shamrock and first name. Here we go. You're welcome, Gia. Shamrock and first name, and make sure you're following me if you want a reading. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it going to be? Yessie. Congratulations. Here we go. Yessie, your card is the High Priestess. Oh, hey. I love the High Priestess card, and that comes with pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. And I feel like right now you have been aligned with a lot of people that have required you to look in the mirror. Like, you're looking, like, people that are aligned with you, you're like, probably good and bad. Like, ooh, why do you bug the heck out of me? But you're starting to see why. You're starting to see that reflection because it's reflecting something in you that we need to work on, right? But also, you're seeing the good things. Okay? Good. I'm glad that makes sense for you, Yessie. And you should really be proud of yourself for the recognition of the things that you need to work on. And I feel like Spirit's coming in and they're like cheering for you. I feel like this cheering section, would you understand a grandfather on the other side that just was filled with pride for you, and that he would make me feel like he always had your back. He was always there for you. He was like your rock. Would that make sense for grandfather energy, or he could have been the grandfather to your children, but I feel like, okay. So I feel like he just stepped in a big way. And would he have joked around and been like, punched you on the shoulder? Like, yeah, I got you. Would that make sense for him? Because I feel like he's like, gotcha. Or slug bug. Remember that? Remember when we'd see those, the Beetles, the Volkswagen Beetles? Slug bug. Like, he's hitting me on the arm, which is not cool because I I forgot to call the doctor today. I've been told he's on medication. Yes, he is. He's very much a part of your team. Absolutely. And I feel like he's like, whoop, okay. He needs to simmer down though, because that shoulder hurts. This shoulder hurts worse. So at least he did this one. All right. So I feel like there is this sense of pride that he has for you as well. For you going through this awakening. This high priestess is spiritual awakening. It's a spiritual awakening. And I feel like you are starting to see things instead of going, why did I attract this terribleness? Well, or you're starting to see I wonder why I attracted this. And how do I get out of it? How do I turn that around? And how do I flip that script? And I feel like he's really proud of you. You're not going crazy. You are not going crazy. I mean, you might be. I don't know. I'm not going to diagnose anything, but I feel like you're not. He's there. Do you carry your stress back here, like in your upper back? Is that where you carry your stress? Because he's talking about up here. If you're a bird, I'm a bird. I love that, Michelle. Okay, so he's saying, first of all, get a better pillow. Would that make sense? Is your pillow, do you need a new pillow? He's showing me this pillow that I'm supposed to have, but then my daughter hijacked it. I don't even know if she uses it anymore. And it's like one of those that goes under it. Okay. And he's like, you need to straighten your spine out. He's like, either you slouched as a kid or there's something you need to straighten out because it's causing actual physical pain for you. And he's like, no, yeah, stress, you're carrying it here, but also you need to lay down on your back and put it, or just like roll up a towel and put it under your neck and allow that support. He said, but also get a better pillow. I love Spirit. I love that Spirit does stuff like this when they step in like this. So yes, just know that he is around you and he's encouraging you and he's concerned about your stress in your neck. And you know what? Here's a good experiment. Be like, okay. So I need the money for a new pillow. Let's manifest, or not even I need the money. Manifest, feel the gratitude for the perfect pillow to be in your possession as if you already have it. Like, what would that feel like if you had the perfect pillow, and see what happens? I'm telling you, if you let that gratitude flow through as if you already have the perfect pillow, it'll show up. Or you'll magically get the money to do it, or something always happens. Something will always happen, but live in the flow of gratitude of already having this pillow. Because I feel like once you do that, as silly as it sounds, you're going to feel better and you'll think clearer. So, gratitude journal. Good. I'm working on doing a student journal or student workbook. And I'm trying to incorporate, as I put this together, like gratitude journaling, as part of the student workbook. So, because sometimes until we sit down and force ourselves to sit down and write it down, the things that we are thankful for, sometimes we just kind of forget. But when you're trying to manifest something, be like, I am thankful for that perfect pillow. Thankful. And then you don't have to worry about how it's getting there. It'll just show up. Okay? Or again, the money will come in and you'll all of a sudden be like, I'm going to get that pillow. It'll be on sale. Whatever. Or somebody's going to call you up and be like, hey, I got this pillow, but I don't like it. Or I got the wrong one. Anybody need it? Yeah? Those are just examples of how that works. So, Yessie, you are on the right path. Your grandfather, I'm assuming this was grandfather, is with you. And you're going to be fine. Keep tapping into that high priestess energy. Meditate on high priestess card. Ooh, I just heard that so loud. Oh, and I got cold. Ooh, you can't see him, but I got goosebumps just then. Meditate on, I want you to sit down and read like a passage in a book about the high priestess or online. Read something about the high priestess and meditate on it. And then write everything you're grateful, write it in your gratitude journal or something. There's something you need to meditate on with that high priestess energy. And I feel like there's some information that's going to come to you. So All right. Thank you for following me and allowing me to read for you. See, there you go. There you go. Confirmation chills. I love it. All right. So let's keep moving. Let's get to 28.8 thousand likes. And you're welcome. Thank you, Cindy. Appreciate you. And then, oh my gosh, we're at over 200 shares. Diva Girl Jess has been killing it, and so has Michelle on the shares. Thank you so much. Reading with you, and it was amazing. Oh, you have? You're right. Oh my gosh, I just realized the picture that's in your thing. Yes, I actually remember you guys now. How funny. Wow, your father-in-law. Okay. Also, this thing's like, why is this hurting my head? I don't like that. All right. So let's get, it is 3:33, isn't it? That's cool because I'm a 3. All right. So we've done all things. Let's get, oh my gosh, we've done the things. Here we go. First name, Shamrock. First name, Shamrock, if you want a reading. Here we go. I'm going to choose the first person I see in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Who's it gonna be? Heidi. Heidi is the first name I saw. And also, hey, Diva Girl, make sure if you have to take off or if it looks like you're gonna need to take off, let me know because I always pull a card for my, you know this, I always pull a card for my mods. And I think, Michelle, are you still one of my mods? I can't remember. I think you are. And I'll pull a card for you too, Michelle. Okay. Appreciate you guys. All right, let's see. All right, what does Heidi need to know? Here we go. Heidi, let's do this. Oh, and you're not. Wait, didn't you used to mod for me? I thought you were one of my mods. Because then all of a sudden you were one of Pam's mods. Well, if you want to be mod, I can make you a mod. You're doing all the sharing, so. I knew, Michelle, you were. Wow. Well, let me know if you want a mod for me. For some reason, I had it in my head that you were one of my mods. Isn't that hilarious? I know we're in the group with Pam, but. All right. Okay, sorry, Heidi. Queen of Pentacles. Hey, I love it. Queen of Pentacles. Discipline. I can accomplish what I set my mind to. So if you are all about I want to be in charge of my money. I want to be in charge of I have not updated the list lately. I know how to mod leave. She no longer follows me, but that's all I've gotten. Heidi, this Queen of Pentacles energy, I feel like you're trying to manage your money. I feel like you are trying to step into yeah, I know, right? Trying to step into your financial power, your earthly possessions. Would that make sense for you, Heidi? I know we're always trying to improve our earthly possessions. We're always trying to manage our physical surroundings, but I feel like you've made a conscious effort. Like either you're trying to save for a new house or a new car. There's something new that you're trying to save for. I feel like there's something that you specifically are trying to do. Guess it could. Let me see. I'll lean into this a little bit more because I don't want to be, I guess it could. It's got to be a yes. Okay. Let me lean into it a little bit more. I just feel like there's something you're trying to, a scholarship fund. Is this in honor of a child? Is the scholarship and fund in honor of a child? I'm thinking about a child. Does that make sense? Yes. I'm hearing the number 10, like either 10 years old or 10th of the month or 10th month. Would that make sense in regards to the situation? Tenth month, okay. Oh, here. Jess, I'm going to mod you. You can always reject me if you want, but that way I'll make sure to do a reading for you here in a little bit. So this I see you filling out are you creating this scholarship fund? Is this you creating this? I feel like I see the paperwork, like a 501c3. Okay. And was this your child? Oh, thank you, Jess. I love you. Trish, make sure you guys, also make sure you guys are following Diva Girl Jess, because she's on her spiritual journey doing her thing too. And Trish. Okay, yes. So your child, was this an, I feel like this was an illness or something that it wasn't like it just happened right away. Was there, hi Malcolm, how are you? I feel like it was kind of a prolonged ending. Would that make sense? I'm not seeing exactly what it was this child passed from, but I'm seeing a prolonged. So were they like in a coma? Would that make sense? Or like a non-responsive and then pass? Would that make sense? I'm trying to figure out what they're showing me. Yes, okay. I'm getting impressed with a magic wand. I'm not sure what that means, but I'm getting impressed with this magic wand, like waving a wand, magic. Either they liked magic or there's something about a magic wand. Like maybe, did you have healing work on them or something? Like, I don't know, there's something about like a magic wand. Oh, like Harry Potter. Is this a boy by chance? Or a tomboy? It's masculine energy is what it feels like. But, okay. I meant to say that earlier, by the way. I know it doesn't count because I said it afterwards, but were they intubated? Intubated? Like, or couldn't speak or couldn't talk? Because I feel like I'm trying to figure out what they're showing me, or what he's showing me. Yes, okay. And is there a J name that would be significant? To him or to someone around, like a sibling, or like I feel like a J name is immediately around you, or their name. Or, because when I get the J, okay. And were they buddies? Were they buddies? I feel like they're buddies. He's saying we're buddies. Or they call him buddy, like, oh, there's my little buddy, or something like that. There's just something, very similar to each other. Okay. Well, actually, you know what? Now that I'm thinking about it, hold on. I don't know why I wait on this. I think you've got enough followers. You can come in the box. Would you want, because I have a lot of information coming in and it's faster if I don't have to wait. Do you want to, if you would like to come into the box and talk, you can send a guest request and I'll let you in. If not, we can keep doing it this way. See, I love how Spirit spontaneously just will be like, and, you'll see guests down at the bottom of your screen, or guest request or something like that. Guest request. Let me see if I can invite you. I don't know. I know you don't have 1,000 followers, but do that, actually. Multi-guest. I know, Michelle, I agree. Oh, there you are. All right, are we doing okay? Can you hear me? Heidi, can you hear me?
Hello.
Hello. Oh, I was like, she was changing rooms. So, all right. So this was your child. Did he pass in the 10th month, or was this when he was born? Was that his birthday?
He passed in the 10th month.
Okay. Okay. And was this, anytime I get that J name reference, it's often my cousin's name was Jeremy, and he passed from a heart, like a genetic heart condition. So when I said J, I was like, either that's someone around him, which you think might be your dad, but I just want to double check and make sure it wasn't a heart situation.
No, it wasn't a heart
Okay.
situation.
All right. So let me go back here. Was he, I feel like, was he a strategic thinker? A strategic thinker? Like checkers, chess, like thinking ahead, or always thinking of strategy, like how to navigate something. Would that make sense for your
Not
son?
really.
So they're showing me. So I know you said Harry Potter fan. He liked Harry Potter.
Yeah, he was a Harry Potter fan.
And so what they were showing me was the chess game in Harry Potter. So I'm like, okay, so, but I feel like there was this strategy, this thinking ahead, or some sort of strategy, or playing the game. So I'm not sure why he's bringing that up. And it may not make sense now, but keep that in your back pocket because it might actually make sense later. That happens all the time. And also, he's such a calm energy. Was that how he was in life? Just kind of a calm energy?
He had his moments.
Well, I mean, we all do. We all
Yeah.
do. But like, I feel like for the most part, he just feels so calm. And maybe it's important for you to know that he is calm. He's at peace.
That is important.
Okay, yeah, he feels so, he feels like a really old soul. And he just feels like been there, done that. And I feel like that's something you guys probably heard. Like, he's just such an old soul. Would that make sense to you for him? Like, did he feel like an old soul? Like, that dude's lived here before.
I never really thought that for him, actually.
There's a reason, like, he's just so chill. Would you understand that you had to advocate for him?
Yes.
Okay. And was there a candle vigil or a candle? He's talking about a candle. Or do you have a candle that you keep in his honor? Or like when you want to talk to him? There's something about a candle.
I do.
Okay. Is it a candle with his picture next to it?
His picture's on it.
Okay. All right. And also, there's something about a key. I'm seeing a key. Like a key. But it's almost like it's like I'm seeing the candle and a picture and then a key. Something about a key. Is there something you have locked that you've locked away, or you've locked something?
No, I don't have anything locked away. I do have a curio cabinet that has a lot of things in it that are for him now.
Okay, and does that curio cabinet have a key, like a skeleton key?
No.
Why is he bringing up a key? Again, put it in the back pocket. We'll see how it plays out. I'll see if I can get more information about the key, because it looks like a skeleton key. Like like I've got a curio cabinet that's like from the 1800s and it's got a key to be able to open and close it. So that's why I thought maybe that's where he was going with your cabinet. Um, I feel like he's talking about how did you just go get energy? He's talking about energy clearing. Like, did you go get energy clearing, or she's talking about energy like you're trying to clear energy, you're clearing, or like clearing the house, or clearing energy. That makes sense to you?
No, no, I probably should.
Have you started? No, 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 no. He's stuck on this. He's going back to the clearing. I feel like, are you spring cleaning right now? Cleaning things out?
No, not yet.
So friends and family, this is a perfect example of be okay with the no. Man, I'm about zero over here. But I'm telling you, I don't get this stuff for no reason. And so I'm
Right.
trying to figure out what he's trying to put together. Spring cleaning things out. Can't take it with you. Oh, do you still have his stuff?
Yes.
He's like, you can't take it with you. And if there's clothing that you have, there's other kids that need it. And I feel like when you go, this is interesting. Was he a kid that would like put stuff in his pockets and just like always have junk in his pockets?
Not really.
Because he's showing me like, I feel like when you go through his stuff, when you go through his things, like he's bringing up the key again. Like there's some random key. This is something that he may have in his stuff that will act as a confirmation later. There's something about the key. And
Okay.
also, this could also be a thing where you're like, okay, now you're going to see keys everywhere. Those, not just like a key fob, but like an actual key, because he's obsessed with the key, me talking
Okay.
about the key. And I promise it's not just about me trying to be right, but he keeps going back to the key. And because he makes me feel like he's like, grieve in your own time, but just know that he doesn't expect you to keep all of his clothes, to keep all of his things. But I do feel like there's a couple of things that there's no way, like, yeah, cold dead hands, you're not getting this out of my hands.
No.
Um, and he's like, and those are the things that are going to help you stay connected to me. And so just make whatever it is, it's got to be important. I feel like too, did he have I have to sneeze because sometimes spirit does this to me. Um, did he have a legit from Universal or
Yes.
wand from
Yep.
Harry Potter world or whatever that is?
Yeah.
He's like, you can just wave your wand.
And his brother's actually there right now.
Oh, interesting. That's
Yep.
so cool. He's like, you can wave your wand and I will be there. He's like, I'm always there, but you're going to be able to connect to me a little bit different. Okay. Thank you, Jess, for doing that. We already have scammers in here trying to poach people. It's ridiculous. Um, Now, his brother, he's pointing out, is very different. Are they really just very
Very different.
okay? And is the brother younger?
Yes.
Okay. Is there significance to the number 5 around the younger one? Like fifth month, fifth of the
Um,
month, or 5, something about 5.
so their birthdays are in the same month, but they're 5 days apart for the date.
Ah, see, there you go. Okay. So 5 days apart. My kids are that way. My kids are 2 of my kids are 2 years and 2 days apart.
Yep, they're 3 years, 5 days.
Yeah. Okay. Now, has the younger child talked about your son coming to visit him or dreaming about him?
And
That makes
early
sense?
early on he did, yes.
Okay. Now, the son that passed, is he named after someone? He's talking about being named after someone.
I mean, not in the family, but my husband was a big Rocky fan, and he named him Adrian.
That's hysterical. All right. Is someone really into tennis shoes like the Air Jordans?
Oh yes.
Okay. That's funny. And is there an Irish connection? Are you guys Irish? Do you have Irish heritage or
Yeah.
Irish, something about Irish?
Yeah, we have some.
Okay. Well, don't we all?
Yeah, exactly.
But I feel like someone, either one of the boys or your husband, somebody's got one of those newsboy hats. Like what we in my house we call them the Irish hats, but they're like newsboy hats. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Just a
I haven't
couple.
seen one in a long time.
It's a peaky,
Yeah.
peaky. He's talking about that. Okay. Sometimes that's just my sign for like Irish heritage. Um, he's so excited to be coming through right now, but he's so chill. He's just so laid back, and I feel like it's important for you to also know he. Would you understand that there was a fear that he was in pain at the end, or he could feel something at the end?
Yes.
Okay. He said he was like, I feel like he was standing outside his body watching it. Like he was not experiencing the pain. And it's very important. It's very important for you to know that. Um, is your grandfather in spirit?
Yes.
Because he makes me feel like your grandfather met him.
They actually never met, but I always thought they would get along.
Yes. Well, and you talk about a guitar. Did someone play, like your grandfather or him? Did somebody play guitar? Talk about
No, but
guitar.
they were both very much into music.
Okay, all right. So that must be their connection. The two things. One of the things that they're a lot alike with that. Um, now, when you are, I feel like he makes me sound. Do you talk to him in the car, like out loud?
No, not usually. I can't get myself to.
So, but I feel like there are songs that come on. There's something about
Yes.
songs that come on, and so when those songs come on, I want you to start saying, "Hi, Adrian,"
Okay.
because I feel like you feel him in the back seat. Like you could look at
Yeah.
him.
Sometimes.
Like I feel like you could look in the mirror at any time and just expect to see him there.
Yes.
Okay. Was he really into race cars? He's talking about either Hot Wheels or race cars or something like that.
No.
Cars, race cars. Why is he talking about? Like he's specifically talking about Hot Wheels, though.
Huh.
Is your other son into Hot Wheels? I feel like there's something about Hot Wheels, or like or somebody had a collection of Hot Wheels.
When my younger son was little, he loved collecting all the Lightning McQueen cards.
Oh, okay, okay.
And he used to I know earlier you said something about carrying in pockets. It was making me think of him because he used to carry them all in his pockets.
Oh, okay. All right, all right. Gotcha. Do you guys have a dog?
We have two. We
Okay,
only had one when my son who passed was here though.
okay. Okay, that's hilarious because now my dog is just randomly barking. That's her. I'm just going to bark and I don't know what I'm barking at bark. And of course, someone might be existing outside and we can't have that. I'm going to laugh if the dog is white.
She's not white. She's like an apricot color.
Okay. I was just going to, or like she looks like, a lot of people think that she's a gold, like a doodle.
Yep.
But she's like a legato. So, but she looks like a doodle. Is that like, would that make sense for your dog?
Yeah, mine's a doodle.
Oh, okay. All right. Notice she just stopped barking. And does that dog like obsess with balls by chance?
Yes.
Also, what's really funny is Cindy that was in here in the chat. She's my dog's groomers, my dog's groomer. And she also lost her son.
Oh.
And she was commenting. I wasn't like putting her business out there. So Cindy, if you're still here, please come get my dog because she's obnoxious. But seriously, see, that's what I tell people. That's the kind of evidence where you go, wow, you can't make that up. Like a dog, talk about my dog, looks like a doodle, which mine looks like a doodle. And then as soon as we acknowledged that was happening.
Yeah.
Yep. Oh, that's true, Cindy. Yep. Olive, she was barking. So just know, I think the whole reason that he's coming in today is to let you know he is calm. And that is such the one of the first things I noticed was he's just like, I'm where I'm supposed to be. It seems unfair. It seems like it, but he really, really, really wants you to go forward with this foundation.
Mhm.
There's going to be a lot of healing in it for you and healing for others with this foundation. And he said, on the days that you just can't seem to put one foot in front of the other, he wants you to just pull out the paperwork or pull out, like, to work on it.
Mhm.
Because, and he's like, and light the candle, wave the magic wand, and know that I'm there. And he's like, I'm always going to be there. But in those moments when your vibration's really low, when you're feeling super sad, he's like, I'm just talk to me. I'm going to be here. And you just know that I am so sorry for your loss. I cannot imagine. I have not lost a child. And just know that he's really, really proud of you and that this foundation is going to be very successful. He's like, you just have to put that discipline in and get it done. Some days you won't want to. And he said, you got to make sure you keep doing it, that you're going to make a difference for people. Or scholarship fund.
Can I ask a question?
Sure.
And I know people tell me all the time they do, but could he hear us talking to him while he was in the coma?
Yes, that's what he's saying. Like he was outside of his body. We're there. He's showing me. I hate when I forget to say things because it seems like it's disingenuous. But like the way he's showing me is like he's hovering, and I see two heads here and one head here. Is how it makes you feel, like two and one. So I don't know if that means like there were three of you at the time of his passing, or if there were like. But the most of the focus went on the two over here.
Yeah, it was always his dad and I. It was during COVID, so my other son couldn't
come. So this tells me this could be a healthcare worker. I don't know if there was somebody else there with you when he passed, but there's just the way he's showing me is he was above and he could hear you. Absolutely. And that's not uncommon. That's not uncommon. I do past life regression, and I've with other people. And as well as I've had it done numerous times myself, and I've experienced the leaving the body, turning around and seeing people say goodbyes and watching my body expire with me not in it. And even in comas, our soul can still exit the body and see what's going on and hear and listen. And I know a number of healthcare workers that are like, oh no, we know that they can hear. We know they can hear. Keep talking to them. At one point, I feel like you had to say, it's okay to go? Did you give him that permission to go?
Yes.
Okay. Was there no brain activity? Is that what I'm picking up on? Like there was no brain
There
activity?
was just so much damage. His body was shutting down.
Okay. Okay. But he's okay. Like I feel like he did hear. He heard all of it. And I feel like you were sitting there telling him stories about things that were happening and like just trying to keep him in the loop. Would that make sense when he was in a coma?
Yeah, I would let his friends like FaceTime and call and just talk to him.
Okay. Because he knew, like, I feel like he knew all this. Like he's like, I saw this, I saw this effort. And at his funeral, was there a song played at the funeral that was kind of like a song that he would love or that he would enjoy? Would that make sense to you?
Yes.
Okay. He's like, I heard it, I was dancing. Um, this is so out of left field. Are you guys Presbyterian, or was there something about Presbyterian?
No.
Presbyterian. I'd be interested. Was there a Presbyterian? So I'm trying to figure out why he's saying that. I'd be interested to know if the person who presided over the funeral, if they're a Presbyterian.
It was a Catholic priest.
Oh, just kidding then. Presbyterian. Because they were showing me, okay, let me tell you why I said that. Because I originally, when I first was like, I was 9, my family was Presbyterian. And then later in life, I became Catholic. Now I've recovered from all of the religions. But they were taking me back to that Presbyterian for some reason. So just, again, keep that in your back pocket. I might just be missing the mark on what that means. That's all. So no, but he's fine. He's at peace. He feels good. He heard all the things. And I feel like he is saying, thank you. Thank you for the earth walk. Thank you for the journey. Thank you for the lessons. With whatever happened, was it like an accident? He was not necessarily sick, but he had an accident. And then I feel like it was just like something happened and then it was prolonged. I know you said he was in a coma. But would that make sense?
He was shot.
Oh. Okay.
And it wasn't supposed to be him.
Okay. He's showing me for some reason like Mario. Like the video game Mario. I'm trying to figure out why. Because I feel like there's some correlation to what happened or what played out. It's so important for you to know that he did not suffer.
Okay.
He did not suffer. And he's just sending all his love. He's like, talk to him. Talk to him. He's around. Was he with 2 other people? 2? I'm seeing 2 at the time that this happened.
So he was walking down the street with a friend, and 2 people got out of a car and shot at them. They were trying to get his friend.
Wow.
And yeah, it didn't end well.
Didn't end well.
And then both of them, we went through the trials, and both of them were found not guilty because they were pointing the finger at each other.
I don't know. I feel like you both get out of the car. You both held accountable.
Yeah.
Wow. I feel like it's important to know that karma will.
That's very important for me to know.
Yes. Karma will handle it. I'm hearing 16, 17, 16, 17. What's 16, 16 or 17? What is that? 16, 17. Does that make sense to you? 16, 17, is that a date or ages of like 16, 17? What's that?
Well, the
16.
two kids were at the time 15 and 18 when it happened. The ones that shot at him, my son was 20.
16,
But
17.
I don't know, the 16, 17, I'm not.
That's okay. Just kind of, I'm hearing 16, 17. So just kind of, this could be like upcoming dates. I don't know. There's something significant around the number 16 and number 17. But he's okay.
Good. I'm not glad, but
I know. I know.
no.
But it's good to know that they're at peace. He's just so calm.
Right.
Like I can't even describe in words how calm he is. He's like, just talk to me
I will.
and quit hanging on to my clothes. And I'm telling you, there's something about it. He keeps going back to a key. Were there keys in his pockets? Was there a key? There's something about a key.
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you got to let me know. Find me on my website if it happens and email me if you figure out the key thing, because there's something about a key he keeps going back to.
I will.
So, all right. Well, thank you for allowing me to connect this way, and just know that, Adrian's around and he is okay.
I appreciate it.
Yep. You are so welcome. And just hang in there. All right. Sending lots of love and get on that scholarship, get on it. Be that Queen of Pentacles. And
Thank you.
You will heal. It'll help you heal as well.
Okay. Thank you
All
so
right.
much.
Thank you. I'll let you bop yourself out because I don't have to do it. Thank you. Oof. Cindy, isn't that crazy how that's a perfect example, Cindy, of all of you actually, for how synchronistic, spirit will put you in a room, spirit will bring you together, and put you right where you need to be to get healing messages and to know that our loved ones are okay, So yeah, again, thank you, Heidi, sending lots of healing vibes for your journey. Oh, thank you, Paula. Thank you. And Squirrel's here. All right. On that note, oh my gosh, what time is it? I think it's 4:00. I knew I was going to be doing something today. Okay. It's after 4. I need food. That's what I need. I need food. All right. I'm going to go eat. I'm going to. Oh, wait. First, I need to. Is Michelle still in here? Yep, you both are. So let me pull cards for you both. So let's see. And this will get that vibe in the right place here. Okay, so I'll do Jess first. Thank you, Cindy. All right, so Jess. Ooh, 8 of Wands, girl. What? You love some 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands, that's manifesting. That you've put some stuff out into the universe. It's coming back to you. See? Oh God, it's going back to this thing again. I feel like Tabitha on Bewitched. Dinky, 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 dink. Yeah. Denial. Uh-oh. Jess, are you in denial? I acknowledge my fear, but I replace it with the insight of awareness. Yeah. So this is, if you are working on manifesting, if you're working on putting something out into the universe to bring it back, you're trying to bring something to you. You've done all the work. You've put the things out there. You're like, maybe. Also, be careful of the thinking of I wish I had something, because all you're going to do is manifest the wish of it. And I know you've heard me say this before, but I feel like it's well, I really want that, but then you question whether you deserve something or not. Just know that Spirit is saying you do deserve it. You deserve whatever you want. The world is it's energy. Energy's energy. You call in the energy, feel grateful for it. As if you already have it, then you've already got it. Quit questioning if you deserve something. And I feel like part of this is your spiritual journey. Like you're doing the work, you're putting it out there, like, I'm going to do it, and I'm feeling it. And you're like, but am I good enough to do this? Am I just a mod? You're not just a mod, just so you know. You are an equal. Okay? You are on your journey just like the rest of us, and you deserve the recognition. You're not just a mod. And yes, you deserve to be able to do the messages and get the messages and share the messages and help prove the continuity of life to for other people and do this work. Okay? So when those messages start coming in, thank you, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit, and just deliver that message. Okay? I feel like you've done enough that you know the rules. You're not going to be, thank you, Spirit, for that message at the grocery store and giving people random messages. You know better than that. But I feel like you are putting in the work. You have raised your vibration. You've done the ethics work. And now I feel like you're practicing different mode. Are you working on your different clairs? Is that what you're doing? I feel like you're like, okay, I'm solid on this one. Let's move on to a different one. Are you working on clairs, like working with a mentor in classes on clairs? Does that make sense to you? Not yet. Well, buckle up. It's coming. Talking about the clairs, expanding your clairs, expanding the way that you're receiving the information. I know. Michelle's like, uh-oh. When Lorena says buckle up, it's legit. It's a legit buckle up. Keep working. Keep working, Jess. I feel like Spirit is acknowledging you're doing things for the right reasons, and that's really important for you to know. And that you do deserve, just got to get out yes. You have to believe that you deserve whatever you're manifesting and bringing towards you. Yeah. So you got this. And thank you very much for jumping in and helping mod today. Appreciate you and just showing up in general. Okay. All right, Michelle, let's do this. What do you get today? Ooh, justice. Justice, fair, balanced action. Time for contract. You can't make this up. Justice, balance. I bring a state of perfect harmony into my world, and I do so without judgment. Isn't that crazy? That's crazy. Okay. So I feel like, and then the number 11 is the justice card. I feel like there's significance to the 1-1 for you. Would that make sense to you, Michelle? Just the balance. I feel like there's just and I got the cold chills too. Okay, good. And I feel like if contracts aren't a thing, like if the contract, I feel like this is a good time for you to do that. There's something that you're trying to negotiate that I feel like as long as you're putting in your energy, I feel like there's just some balancing. It's a balancing act. Does that make sense to you? Rebecca, I don't really have a list. It's all spirit led. Right now I'm just reading for my mods because they've been so helpful. They were so helpful in like blocking scammers and stuff. And then I'm going to go eat after this. So make sure, I know you follow me. So just make sure you get notified when I go live again. So definitely. Okay. Yeah, you're on this like balancing act, this fair and balanced journey. And they're just acknowledging that you have the power to do that, and give yourself more credit for it. Give yourself more credit. It's not just some freak of weird thing when it happens. It's not like, oh, look, that happened to me. Nope, it happened for you because of you. Okay. So when things balance out, just make me like, thanks, Spirit. Awesome. You're welcome. You're welcome. And thank you for helping out. I really appreciate you. And I haven't seen you in so long, but also in fairness, I haven't been live as much in the past couple months as I had this week. So I do appreciate you popping in today and jumping in and helping out. All right, friends. Well, if you got to hang out and see the live reading, that was pretty amazing. And thank you all for holding space for Heidi while her son came through. Spirit, I've been MIA learning. Yep. And same, like I've done a lot of studying and a lot of learning, and I was supposed to start an in-person trance like advanced trance mediumship class this past weekend, but then like we had snow, and so it was kind of bad because she's old. She didn't want to drive. So in March, I start my trance mediumship class. So squirrel. Oh, dang it. Okay. Well, squirrel, I'm like finishing up here because I really need to go eat, but thank you for being a subscriber. And I'll write you down because, if my husband's too late tonight, if he's going to be too late, I'm going to pop back on here and do more lives later. I'm going to do more readings later. It's just a vibe I got going on, but my stomach is like, girl, because then I'm not going to be as effective on the readings if I don't eat something. So, but yes, I do have you on my list. So next time I see you pop in, I will make you a priority. All right. All right. Cool. Sounds good. All right. Thank you all. I appreciate every one of you. I hope you have an amazing day today. And you can hear it. It would surprise me. And hi, Tracy. And thank you. I don't know what I'm going to eat yet. You know what? I'm not going to go make myself food. I'm going to go treat myself to food. That's genius of me. I'm just saying. That's all I'm going to do. All right. Love you all. Thank you so much. Mwah. Have a fantastic weekend if I don't see you in my live later. All right. Bye.